Continuing with new features, we have real-world mapping. This can help you when you're applying mapped materials to your objects to see how the material matches up with the object in terms of size. It allows you to think in more everyday terms about it. For example, I know my material is exactly 4 feet wide, so if I make my object exactly 4 feet wide, I know that that map pattern will occur exactly once across the width of the object. A number of new features relating to biped. For example, the ability to load and save animations in XAF files, which uses the XML standard, a very popular open international standard. And XAF is something that Autodesk came up with to really open up the process of saving and loading animation information. And when you load an animation, you can retarget it. That is, you can load it onto any object in your scene. And retargeting is just a way of telling Max which objects in the current scene correspond to which objects in the incoming scene. And XAF is also the key to supporting non-biped objects in Motion Mixer. So Motion Mixer is a tool which formerly could only be used with biped objects. Now, with the help of XAF, it can be used with anything. So some other enhancements relating to the Motion Mixer and the use of non-bipeds there, for example, the ability to filter the animation layers, the track groups, for non-bipeds. And this allows you to set things up so that some objects don't use their assigned animation clips. That way you can use different motion files that you load in on different parts of the character. The ability to create transitions between non-biped motion clips. And again, this is in Motion Mixer. Some enhancements in track view. This is more track view enhancements. The ability to set upper and lower limits on controller tracks. This was possible before, but this makes it a lot easier. You don't have to use any kind of scripting now. And when you're working with a controller in track view, you now get a more extensive list of options when you right-click. There are improvements to track view curve editor, and also a new biped toolbar in the curve editor. And this allows you to specify which biped animation curves you want to see in the curve editor, and it also synchronizes with the animation workbench. That is, whatever you display here will be displayed there, and vice versa. And finally, there are some rendering enhancements. So that's as far as we're going to go with new features. And in the next section, we'll get started on MaxScript.